Meanwhile, where in the world is Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts?
That's what one of her Senate challengers wants to know, and he says you can find her just about any place but her home state of Massachusetts.
Geoff Diehl has launched a new social media campaign on Facebook and on Twitter. It tracks the senator as she travels the country.
And joining us now is Senator Warren's Republican opponent, Massachusetts State Representative Geoff Diehl. Geoff, Mr. Diehl, I should say, good to see you here. So what's this all about?
Hey, Todd, thanks for having me. Well, my campaign has launched a Facebook and Twitter account that basically says, "Where's Warren?" And the thing is, Elizabeth Warren promised just a few weeks ago that she was going to spend all of her energy and time focused on Massachusetts. Clearly, based on her travel now, in fact, this last weekend she was at the Georgia Netroots very progressive convention. She's not focused on Massachusetts, and that's what we want to show people. In fact, she wrote 2 books in office. She's made $1.6 million, and she's traveled to Tennessee, to Michigan, to California a few times, to New York, all to promote her books. It's very clear that she's using Massachusetts as a stepping stone, and she wants to run for president of the United States in 2020.
Well, I know your website is dealforsenate.com, and here's one of your hats right here. From a wide shot, it kind of looks like a Make America Great Again hat, but as it turns out, when you look real close, it says, "Make Elizabeth teach again." Now, you know that the reason she is traveling all over the country is because she is a very popular member of the progressive movement, and they'd love to have her go to all sorts of places to talk about what she thinks, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she's part of this #resist movement. We think in Massachusetts she should be trying to assist the American agenda and help the people of Massachusetts, but that's not what she's doing. So the hat is sort of a little play on words, a little joke there about the fact that we'd rather have her back at Harvard making $353,000 a year, teaching one course, rather than, and by the way, complaining about the high cost of college, rather than trying to, again, obstruct everything that's going on down in Washington.
Well, she has said that she is not running for president in 2020. You must have heard her remarks a few days ago where she says that her side of the Democratic Party, the more progressive wing, that is the heart and soul of the party. That is where she's going to double down, basically removing herself from the moderates.
Yeah, Abby, absolutely. She's talking about basically taking over the Bernie Sanders wing of the party. She's for open borders completely, illegal immigrants in sanctuary cities. She is also for free college. She is for, single-payer health care. There's not a single progressive issue she's not trying to basically own. And clearly, she's making this run for president in 2020, and again, ignoring the constituents here in Massachusetts. We have veterans, Veterans Assisting Veterans, a group that tried to reach out to her. They actually made news on your show, I believe, a few months ago. It took her 113 days before she had a staffer reach out and talk to them. These are veterans just asking for help. I think she's clearly looking at the White House. In fact, she mentioned at that Georgia Progressive Conference something about the Oval Office.
Let's talk about the Where's Warren Twitter account. Understand it was actually shut down for a time. Explain that.
Yeah, so what happened was I think a lot of Warren supporters were very unhappy with the fact that we're pointing out that she's absent here. She's a part-time senator. She wants to be a part-time author. She wants to be a part-time presidential candidate. And so I think they put a lot of complaints in to lift it. Look, I think that it's very clear across the country, and we're looking for support, like you mentioned, at that website, dealforsenate.com, to help us with this campaign. But they can also, again, weigh in at Where's Warren on Facebook and Twitter, and that Twitter account is back up.
All right, Geoff, why do you want to be a U.S. Senator, a Republican from Massachusetts? Because we've been looking in the last couple of months in the U.S. Senate, it doesn't seem like the Republicans can get anything done there. You sure you want to join that club?
Of course. I was the co-chair for the Trump campaign here in Massachusetts. Very proud of helping him win a very strong primary over a lot of candidates. He won almost half the Republicans in this state. And look, I'm all about, since I've been serving in office up on Beacon Hill in Massachusetts, making sure that we cut taxes. In fact, I was the leader of a ballot question to repeal $2 billion in an index gas tax that was successful in 2014. Grow jobs, make sure that our veterans and our law enforcement are respected, and make sure that illegal immigration, sanctuary cities are a thing of the past. I want to work in D.C. to make sure that that happens.
All right, Geoff Diehl, good luck to you. It's a race we'll all watch closely.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, sir.
It's an interesting one to follow.
If the senator is watching, Senator Elizabeth Warren, we would love to have you on the couch as well.